I want to talk today about regenerative agriculture and carbon farming. So when we think of the carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere, we usually associate it with burning fossil fuels, and we burn fossil fuels, to power our transportation systems, to power our houses and keep our houses warm in the winter and cool in the summer. But almost as much carbon dioxide is released from our carbon intensive agriculture practices, where we have these massive farms and we bring in all these herbicides and pesticides, and we use these fertilizers to offset the actual declining fertility of the soil from all these chemicals that are used. And a lot of these chemicals are actually derived from fossil fuels. So we can actually start to reverse climate change and reverse these negative feedback loops where carbon is being pumped into the atmosphere by being more focused on the soil biology where we grow our food. So what we can do is not just farm sustainably, but farm in a way where we actually regenerate the land. And that's what regenerative agriculture is all about, improving the quality of the land over time. And we do this by increasing the fungal mycelium in the soil. So in just a handful of soil, there's thousands of miles of fungi mycelium that connect the soil. It's like a wood wide web that connects the soil. And we improve these fungal webs. It actually makes the soil healthier and makes things grow easier without the need for as much of these fertilizers and herbicides and pesticides. So regenerative agriculture is actually a way to improve the soil and store more carbon in the soil. So plants photosynthesize from the sun, and they actually store carbon in their plant structure, but also in their roots. And their root systems store the soil in the earth, below the earth, where it's not active in the atmosphere, causing climate change and a warming of the planet. So there's these different regenerative agricultural practices we can use, also carbon farming, to kind of improve our management of this carbon cycle. Because we need to grow food, but we need healthy land to do it. And we need to rely less on these practices that generate a huge amount of carbon in the atmosphere. So through regenerative agriculture, we can actually decrease the carbon in the atmosphere substantially, because a huge part of the carbon dioxide emissions is actually from our agriculture. So if you want to learn more about this, there's an institute you can check out called the Carbon Cycle Institute that gets into the carbon cycle and how the carbon cycle works and how we can understand it and apply this knowledge to actually keep more carbon in our soil, use more regenerative agricultural practices that are more sustainable for the long term. Okay, I hope you found this interesting today, and if you learned something, please like this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment. Okay, thanks a lot for listening. Ciao.